Major WrestleMania main event plans for Sami Zayn following his bloodline betrayal. The Rock reveals where he was during the Royal Rumble. Cody Rhodes to change the WWE Championship belt. Rey Mysterio's condition after missing 2023 WWE Royal Rumble. Jey Uso challenges Roman Reigns. Vince McMahon booked Royal Rumbles better than Triple H bashed. Let's jump right into it. The Rock reveals where he was during the Royal Rumble. The Rock revealed that he was busy working during the Royal Rumble. The 2023 Royal Rumble has just concluded and it was a massive success thanks to the brilliant storytelling on offer. The two Royal Rumble matches lived up to the hype and were as spectacle as expected. The show was headlined by the undisputed WWE Universal Championship match between Roman Reigns and Kevin Owens. The aftermath of the match caught the attention of several fans who couldn't stop talking about the controversial ending. Prior to the show's beginning, there were several rumors doing the rounds about who will return at the premium live event. While some of those rumors turned out to be true, the other rumors weren't. One such rumor was that The Rock would appear at the Royal Rumble, which didn't happen. Following the show, the Brahma Bull took to Instagram to reveal to his massive fanbase that he was working during the Royal Rumble and caught a flight the following day at 4 a.m. Worked all Saturday night, hopped on the bird at 4 a.m. and the Eagle just landed to a chilly and blessed Sunday morning. I think I'll sleep next month, gonna hit the gym and get my mental inventory going. Then I'm all yours, Texas. Let's get to work. Following the Royal Rumble Premium Live event, a press conference was held. During the press conference, Triple H stated that the reason they couldn't get The Rock was because of his busy work schedule. He's incredibly busy, and I can say this as a guy that we kind of grew up as two young kids fighting each other for the spot, right? And having battles over it, and in the best way, pushing each other. We all were in that time, the game said. The company's head of creative continued, there's a part of him that if he could be here for this WrestleMania in Hollywood, he would turn over every stone and walk through fire to be able to do it if he could. I just don't think it's in the cards. But then again, you don't know. It will be interesting to see if WWE and The Rock are able to work out a way for the People's Champion to be involved at WrestleMania this year. Do you think Dwayne Johnson will return at WrestleMania? Sound off in the comments section. Cody Rhodes to change the WWE Championship belt. Former Intercontinental Champion Cody Rhodes posted a photo on social media indicating that he was considering changing the WWE Championship belt. Cody Rhodes returned from injury during the Royal Rumble match. He entered the match in the number 30 spot and put on a good showing. He lasted 15 minutes in the match before finally eliminating WWE Intercontinental Champion Gunther to win the bout. The American Nightmare is now in contention to challenge Roman Reigns for his undisputed WWE Universal Championship. Ahead of the clash at WrestleMania, Rhodes recently shared a photo of the old Winged Eagle WWE Championship belt on his Instagram story. This could be an indication that he is considering changing the WWE Championship belt if he wins. Is the best in the world. Roman Reigns has been a dominant champion ever since he won the Universal Championship over 2 years ago. Since then, he has destroyed anyone who has stepped into his path and has built a legacy that will stand the test of time. Following his Royal Rumble victory, Cody Rhodes did a backstage interview where he acknowledged the Tribal Chief is the best in the world. There's no one better in the world than Roman Reigns. If you cover this, there's no one better. I can't say I'm better. I have to beat him to say I'm better, he said. Rhodes seems to be the odds-on favorite to dethrone Roman Reigns as the champion. However, it will also be interesting to see where the Sami Zayn storyline will head in the near future. With Zayn betraying Reigns and the latter decimating Kevin Owens, things could get heated soon. Do you want WWE to bring back the Winged Eagle WWE Championship? Sound off in the comments section. Rey Mysterio's condition after missing 2023 WWE Royal Rumble. Rey Mysterio was unable to compete in the men's Royal Rumble match due to an injury. An update on his health has now been disclosed. It was initially reported by the Wrestling Observer that the former WWE champion was pulled from the 30-man match after sustaining an injury. As per the report, Rey got injured during his singles match against Karrion Kross this past Friday night on SmackDown. He was originally scheduled to be in the Rumble. WWE did a spot where his son Dominic made his entrance wearing his father's mask to make it seem like he beat up the Lucha Libre legend. According to PW Insider, Rey Mysterio was pulled from competing in the Royal Rumble match a few hours before it took place. The report mentions that the Master of 619 was banged up from his match on the Blue brand but was doing okay. It was discussed whether he should compete in the bout or not, as he was set to do an angle with Dominic to set up a match at WrestleMania. The Mysterios are one-time SmackDown Tag Team Champions, making them the first father-son tag team champions in WWE history. At Clash at the Castle, however, Dominic turned on his own dad and went on to join the Judgment Day. Speaking to Metro, Rey Mysterio shared that he and Dominic have spoken about wrestling each other, but weren't interested in doing it. We actually talked about this a while back, when my son started to train. The more and more we got to spend time together in the ring and outside of the ring, it came to the point where me and my son were like, there's no need. The connection here is so beautiful, the love, more than father and son, I think we're like best friends. For the moment, there's no time for us to even be thinking, how would it be like to face each other? We're enjoying such a great moment right now within our personal lives, within our wrestling careers, said Mysterio. Dominic was unable to win the men's Royal Rumble match. He was eliminated by the returning Cody Rhodes, who entered at number 30 and went on to win the match. His stablemate Rhea Ripley won the women's Rumble match. Wow'd you like to see a match between Rey Mysterio and Dominic? Sound off in the comments below. Jey Uso challenges Roman Reigns. Jey Uso leaving the bloodline changed the landscape of WWE as we knew it. At the Royal Rumble Premium Live event, he did the unthinkable and walked out on his family to the amazement and delight of the WWE Universe. Following Roman Reigns' victory over Kevin Owens in the main event of the show, he and his family members proceeded to put a walloping on the ladder. The ones were all smiles as they obliterated the helpless KO, save for Sami Zayn, who watched on with increasing agony. After being handed a steel chair by Reigns, Zayn refused to hit his former best friend. Instead, he landed the blow on the tribal chief, finally snapping after months of gaslighting at his hands. Jimmy Uso and Solo Sikoa made the save, and they unloaded on the honorary Uso along with the undisputed WWE Universal Champion. The one who refused to attack Zayn was Jey Uso, who left the bloodline after seeing the lack of mercy on display. When his brother implored him to join them, he left the ring without saying a word. The frustration with the destruction of his friend despite everything he has done for them took its toll on the right-hand man, whose walkout has all but broken the head of the table for good. What happened with Jey Uso and Sami Zayn and them leaving the bloodline was nothing short of pure cinema. It was a fitting reward for 2 years of investment into the WWE product and the bloodline narrative, with the fracture of the faction setting up incredibly exciting things for WrestleMania season. It is important to note that the entire story began with Jey, whose torture at the hands of Roman Reigns in 2020 paved the way for all of this. The latter's gaslighting saw the right-hand man join his tribal chief and help make them the ones. Zayn's addition and subsequent tension with the tag champ was the cherry on top. Following an epic War Games win, main event Jey Uso took on the master strategist as a brother. Since then, he has been by his side, including the heated tribal court where he advocated for him. His friendship was put to the ultimate test when he saw his family members beat the tar out of the former Intercontinental Champion, and boy did he step up. It will be interesting to see where everything goes from here. Jey's walkout tore the bloodline to shreds, and with Zayn and Kevin Owens at odds with the faction, things could get extremely spicy. What a sight it is to see two former rivals become inseparable and loyal to one another. WWE fans were in disbelief as Jey Uso declared himself out of the bloodline. The 2023 Royal Rumble witnessed one of the most controversial endings in the show's history. After Roman Reigns successfully defended his undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Kevin Owens, the bloodline entered the ring and viciously assaulted Owens. Following the event, Jey posted a story on Instagram declaring that he was out of the bloodline with the words "run it back." While it looks like Jey Uso may have left the bloodline after what transpired at the Royal Rumble, that may not be the end of this storyline. Zero News has now reported that Jey could finally choose to side with Roman Reigns and the bloodline, thereby betraying Sami Zayn in the process. This seems likely since it almost seems impossible for Jey to ever betray his brothers. We will have to wait and see what happens at the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. Do you think Jey will betray Sami at Elimination Chamber? Sound off in the comments section. Vince McMahon booked Royal Rumbles better than Triple H bashed. What did you think of the first WWE Premium Live event of 2023? Was it good or bad? Was it the greatest of all time or at the other end of the spectrum? Whether you love it or hate it, the fact of the matter is that it featured several great storyline progressions and returns, setting the pace for WrestleMania 39. The Royal Rumble matches vastly improved from the previous year's lackluster booking for sure, but there are some detractors for this year's extravaganza as well. Twitter exploded with reactions after the event, with one remark standing out from the rest. Vince McMahon booked Royal Rumbles better than Triple H. A decent show requires the bare minimum of great opening and closing bouts, and in the case of Saturday night's big event, it arguably had both. The show kicked off with the men's Rumble for a change, with the returning Cody Rhodes picking up a well-deserved victory. Despite this, the WWE Universe has been raving about the runner-up, Gunther. The ring general broke Rey Mysterio's record for the longest time spent in a single Royal Rumble. The main event saw undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns defeat Kevin Owens once and for all to retain both titles. But what happened after the contest is what fans will talk about for years to come. The show featured several standoffs and the continuation of long-running feuds which are likely to culminate on the grandest stage at SoFi Stadium in April. Most notably, Brock Lesnar and Gunther's swerve almost misdirected fans, and whilst it still seems possible to take place at the show of shows, Bobby Lashley eliminating the Beast almost guarantees the duo's third chapter will take place at Mania. WWE has really gotten behind their rivalry. Elsewhere, Edge returned to further his feud with the faction he created. Logan Paul shockingly eliminated Seth Rollins, while Gunther and Drew McIntyre had a standoff of their own which may have been lost in the shuffle owing to so much that happened at the event. Rhea Ripley outlasted all 29 superstars despite drawing entry number 1 in the Women's Rumble and has punched her ticket to Mania, while Bray Wyatt and Alexa Bliss seem destined for a crossover storyline in the not-too-distant future. What did you think of the 2023 Royal Rumble Premium Live event? Sound off in the comments section below. Major WrestleMania main event plans for Sami Zayn following his bloodline betrayal. WWE reportedly has major plans for Sami Zayn following his betrayal of Roman Reigns and the bloodline at the Royal Rumble Premium Live event. In the main event of the Royal Rumble show, Reigns successfully defended his undisputed WWE Universal Championship against Kevin Owens. Post-match, the Bloodline finally had its big blow-off with the honorary use. According to Zero News, WWE is discussing a Universal Championship match between Reigns and Zayn for Night 1 of WrestleMania 39. Meanwhile, Royal Rumble winner Cody Rhodes will get his shot at the WWE Championship on Night 2. Currently being discussed, not confirmed or official. For Mania Roman vs. Sami, Night 1 UV Roman vs. Cody, Night 2 WWE, Zero News tweeted. Cody Rhodes won the men's Royal Rumble match and now has the right to challenge for the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at WrestleMania, unless the titles are split. After winning the Royal Rumble, Rhodes acknowledged Roman Reigns as the best wrestler on the planet. Speaking at the post-show press conference, the American Nightmare said that he needs to prove himself against the Tribal Chief. There's no one better in the world than Roman Reigns. If you cover this, there's no one better. I can't say I'm better. I have to beat him to say I'm better, Rhodes said. Following the Bloodline leader's win over Kevin Owens at the Royal Rumble, there are chances of him possibly defending the undisputed WWE Universal Championship at the Elimination Chamber Premium Live event. The upcoming PLE will take place in Montreal. Hence, it would make sense to book Roman Reigns vs. Sami Zayn in Canada. As of this writing, nothing has been confirmed. Do you want to see Sami Zayn vs. Roman Reigns at WrestleMania 39? Sound off in the comments section.
I can feel the blood creeping up from the heathens. Got will, got fight, got pride, got reason. If they wanna go eat, then you know I'm gon' feed them. If you're coming for me, hope you're ready for a demon. I got eyes in the back of my head, I'm seeing. Take me for granted.